Hi, today I will share how to do Reddit marketing. I wrote a simple free guide. You don't need to sign up, you don't need to pay. It will be linked in the description. It is basically a Google Doc that you can read and use for your own marketing. Also, there is a proof that I made some money, $20,000, even a little bit more, using just Reddit. Let me share 6 steps of how you can win on Reddit. Basically, the first step, we need to understand the Reddit value. For example, let me show you how it works. Let's say we will go to Google and we have a keyword that we need to target. Let's say the best headphones. When I type in Google, it showed me different results from different websites, and I know for main keywords there are some results from Reddit. As you see, for example, like this. The first and also 2 more recommendations. What does it mean? Basically, it means that compare with any different social media, Reddit has a good value that if you manage to write a good Reddit post that is relevant to your keyword, for example, like this, it will show in the Google, and you can get a few thousand visitors per month just from one Reddit post. Before I will dive into next steps, I wanted to tell you that if you need help with Reddit, I do Reddit marketing services, so I can help you with Reddit. And what you need to do, you basically need to go to redditagency.com and click on book a call. On this call, we will discuss your problem and I can help you with Reddit marketing. The second thing, what is basically karma? Let me show you. For example, in this case, when I go to my profile, I have a karma. You see, this is my profile. I have 9,000 karma, 1,000 in comments, and basically, karma, it is Reddit stats, like on any different social media like Twitter or Facebook, comments and followers, and likes. So for example, karma, it is basically how many people upvoted, so it means liked my post, and contributes, it's basically how many comments I made that also made upvoted. So for example, you see there is a post that made 61 upvotes, so it means likes, 29 comments and 59 views, 59 key views. How to get it? Basically, it's very simple. First of all, we need to find our subreddits. And how we do it, we basically type main keywords, main terms of our business. For example, let's say I have headphones, and I just type headphones. Then I filter by communities, and you see there are different groups: headphones, headphone advice, headset, ear headphones, and etc. For example, let's say I want to target headphones, and you see in headphones there are how many weekly visitors and how many people basically also visit this website. Each subreddit has its own rules. You must read rules before you post anything, because if you don't do it, you'll get banned in this subreddit and you can't do anything like posts or comments. So for example, you see there are some rules, you can click in and you can open, and etc. etc. After that, how we earn our karma. It basically very simple. We go, for example, to the subreddit, we found our subreddits, and we filter by best, and we basically go, for example, to this post, and we are trying to share some value, to be relevant and to help people. And this way people get upvotes, for example, like this, and when you get upvotes, it will be showed in your profile. So you need to get as much upvotes as possible, especially when you're just starting out, because upvotes will tell other people that you are who they can trust. And also, when you will posting, some of the subreddits need to have at least 10 or 100 karma. So for example, when you don't have the karma, you won't be allowed to post. So we need to basically to comment in this or relevant subreddits. Next thing, it is basically how Reddit works. Reddit works in very different way compared to other social media, because when someone wants to buy anything, or maybe need to find any service, the first thing that people do is basically go to Reddit. They ask questions, for example, what headphones buy? And for example, when people ask this type of question, they basically already know what they want. They have a budget, maybe they know what store to use, but they don't know specific cereals, specific brands that they need to buy. And basically when they go to Reddit, they mostly ask about this question. So for example, like this guy, he has a budget, he or she wants to buy it, and he wants some recommendation. And people tell recommendations, tell their opinions, and it is why we as business owners should be on Reddit. Because if we manage to see, to track those mentions, we can reply, we can engage in the most convenient time for our customers. So that's why we basically need to optimize for Reddit. We can't just create a new account, send a link, and forget about it. Because if you do like that, you will get banned. You need actually engage in relevant subreddits. You need to find subreddits that are relevant to your business. You need to comment. You need to create value first, and then in the end, if this post, if that comment gives some value, you can leave a comment with a helpful or useful tip. That could be linked to a business, company name, or even product name. So it is, of course, value first, then promotional stuff. Basically, rule of thumb that 90% of the content that you create on Reddit should be valuable first, then 10% it is basically some promotional stuff. Next thing, it is basically group selection. How we can do group selection. There is two ways. The first one I showed you before with search button. Also the second way that almost no one knows is basically go to Google Reddit Ads. And when we go to Reddit Ads, we can create a campaign. And inside the campaign, we can target specific subreddits that are relevant to our business. There is, you see, there is some problems with Reddit Ads. It happens sometimes. Okay, we can create a campaign. Click on that, and you see there is creative. We don't need that. Target and delivering. Broad, I don't recommend to use it because it will be very not targeting any really relevant subreddits. So we need to click on custom. And here is on custom. What you can do, you basically can type your main keywords, and it will show subreddits that really relevant. So, for example, let's say I have SEO service, and it showed me subreddits that is relevant to SEO, like SEO, big SEO, SEO growth. And what we do next, we basically go to search on Reddit, and we basically navigate to those subreddits. After that, let's speak about content strategy. How we need to write on Reddit. It is very simple and straightforward. You basically go to a specific subreddit that you want to target. Let's say, for example, it is a SEO subreddit. We need to filter by top and all time. After that, what we need to do, we basically need to skim and to find relevant posts that we want to write. So, for example, let's say we want to write about a similar topic, and we just go to this post, we read the title, the content, and after that we also check the top comments. How we need to understand is the top, basically by upvotes. You see, this is the top comment, also other different topic. And what I do next, I basically, after reading all the comments, find the relevant posts. I basically go and create in similar style my posts. I even can copy some title, but what I need to do next, I basically need to tweak or edit title. So for example, let's say I use maybe not ChatGPT but Claude for website. And after that, I basically, what I am trying to do, I'm trying to share a value first. I'm also including good thoughts, some problems that people had in the comments, and also answering on them, or even just including the content. Because when people check or upvoted here, it means that other people have the same problem. And when I include that in my posts, it means very good signal to them. So this is how I create content. After that, we need to do profile optimization. This is the last tip. Basically, let me show you. For example, when you go to my profile, how basically you can go when, for example, you see my posts in relevance ways that I need. For example, let's say I wrote this post and people are commenting, people are speaking about what I wrote, and after that they basically check my profile. And in my profile they can check links, they can check top posts, so they can see what I'm doing. For example, you see that I have this green icon, and I pinned up 4 posts. So when, for example, someone check my profile, he or she understands what I'm doing and basically what I'm writing. And also, if he or she wants, he can click basically on my link. And those links could be navigated to your website. This is how, for example, lead magnet looks like on Reddit. It is basically Reddit posts, Reddit comments, pin posts, and custom links. And those links could be to your business, to your social media, to email even. It depends on you. This is 7 tips that I use for Reddit marketing. Please don't forget to check the link to grab a free guide. Thank you for watching and see you again. Bye bye.